Kyle, why did you end up having a quiet day, you think, today?
Well, I just think that things change as the season progresses, and the way that you operate on the deadline, I think, is a byproduct of a number of things. Cap space being one function, the performance of the team being another, and then how different player injuries and their return to the lineup will impact the cap space in the remainder of the year, and thus how we have to manage that. So I think the confluence of all three of those things led to just some depth moves, and I think more than that, we kind of took our shot a little bit earlier in the month with the Campbell and Clifford transaction. So that, unfortunately for everybody here, isn't as exciting as maybe you'd like, but sorry about that.
How much, Kyle, did the play of the team over the past week with pretty disheartening losses to Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and then Saturday to Carolina play into the decision to be quieter today?
I think it goes back beyond that, Dave. I think just call it what it is. I don't think there's any reason to dance around it in here. Everyone in here watches the team and is around the team every day. So, we were in the lower part of the league when we made the coaching change, and then we had a great run there through the beginning of January, and then since then we've been a little bit uneven. So it's easy to look at the recent past and to look at Saturday and in Pittsburgh and in Buffalo, and then make things a little bit brighter by looking back to Pittsburgh here. But I think the reality is you take it all in its totality rather than react to one or two games. And I think we show enough throughout our run, and since Sheldon's been at the helm, that gives you a great sense of optimism. And then we also have some games where we rightfully, I think, draw the doubts of a lot of people. And I think the best way to put it is to use like a Jekyll and Hyde type of way to describe it. And I think it's up to our entire program, starting with me and on to Sheldon, on to the players, to find our way out of it and be the best version of ourselves that we can every single day for our organization, for the fan base, and to get to where we want to go. So.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about it today, and it's not too different from when we played Pittsburgh, and then we had to come back and have a strong game against Pittsburgh earlier this past week. So I think, we know what we need to do. We know what the kind of focus we have and the kind of work ethic we need to have. So we're just trying to focus on Tampa and have a good bounce-back game.
It's easy to say team pride, words are cheap, but we certainly saw it against Pittsburgh in the return game up here. Do you see more of that moving forward as well?
Yeah, for sure. And I think, we know the recipe and we know the way to play, and it's just if we're willing to do it and if we're going to be able to do it consistently. So I think, that's what we're working towards as a team, and, I love our group in here, and I like the players a lot, and I think that we have the talent, so just got to put it all together.
It's just everything kind of settles in, knowing this is the final group for the year. Nothing really can be changed other than anything within the organization. So, it's good to get a sense of that. It's obviously it gets talked about quite a bit over the last probably couple weeks, month, obviously the last number of days. So it's nice to just kind of get beyond that and just know that everything's just focused on the ice completely.
How much time does the group spend reviewing Saturday? Is that just when you flush it?
Well, I think we certainly discussed, our level of execution and, the disappointment of the way we played, especially coming off of a great effort the night before or the game before. And just, we got to find a consistent game that's going to bring us the results and wanting to be an elite team. So I think making us aware of where we're good enough and where those inconsistencies lie and how we have to be better, and the mindset, the attention to detail, and how hard it's going to be every single day. Playoffs for us has started. That's got to be where our mindset is.
How did you feel out there on the ice today?
I felt okay. Didn't really push it very hard, so just a public skate.
Nice to get your foot in a boot, though. It must have felt novel.
Yeah, it felt good. I tried it the other day, and it didn't feel great, but it felt okay today, so just moving forward.
What's the process like now, Morgan, to continue getting back to a point where you can play?
It's just more hard work. In terms of a timeline, I don't think we've really put one on it. It's just about you know, the progress that you make in the gym and with the foot and doing treatments and stuff like that. So it's just kind of more of the same. It's a long process, but you know, when you're gradually getting closer to the end, it starts to feel good.
We can only imagine how tough it must be for you to get out of the lineup at any time, Morgan. But what's it like now? Has it increased at all when the playoff race is what it is and your teammates are in a real battle here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a tough time to be out for sure. It's, you know, never enjoyable watching, but you know, in a crucial point in the season when you know, every game is so important, it just becomes that much more difficult. But I mean, all you can really do is work hard and, you know, do what you can to get back. And I mean, when that time comes, you want to be ready. So you know, that's all I'm focused on.
Yeah, it's just, you know, do what we would normally do and just have a meeting and talk about what we went through last week, the ups and downs and the swings of it all, and then just get on the ice and have a good workout and get ourselves ready to get on the road and play against a good Tampa team.
It's one thing for the players, Sheldon, but what will your mindset be after 3 o'clock today when you know what you have in front of you for the final 5 weeks?
Well, it's nice. It's nice to get past that, you know, regardless of what level I've been at. It's always nice once you're through that and you kind of know what your group is, and at that point, I think it provides some clarity for the players. Not that I think many of our guys were too concerned about it, but just it provides a little more clarity, and you can just focus on the group that you have and not focus on anything else, and just get to work.
How would you describe the atmosphere today? You know, tough, odd loss on the weekend combined with the deadline.
I thought it was good. You know, the deadline one in particular, I've experienced it at different levels, and even, you know, the coaching staff here and that, and saying that it's always kind of a strange day. Players are distracted and that, but I thought we got good work in today, and we asked the players to remain focused and knowing that it was an important day for us to get some good work done on the ice, and I thought it was good in that way.
How do you think Tyson in particular has handled the scrutiny around his game and his future here?
I think he's been excellent, and I think perhaps the best example of it is just he gets really banged up, takes a bad hit the other night, and you know, was in some discomfort, but you know, he himself wanted to get back and play, and I think that really shows where his head's at with this group, and I was really happy to see that. And then even in practice today, he worked really hard. I think he knows that he can't control what's going to happen, and we can't control what's going to happen as coaches. We just got to work with our group every single day, and he's just stayed focused on doing what he can do, and all the uncertainty, all other kind of stuff will sort itself out.